This commenter asked to learn more about the creatures that I've made. And to learn more about them, we have to first learn about where they're from. My creatures are from a made-up land, Draconavia. I'll put a map on the screen. I've been working on Draconavia since I was probably about 10 or 12, but I've been really diving into the logistics of it and taking it a bit more seriously within the past year or so. Draconavia is currently made up of about 3 continents. The main large continent, there's a smaller one off to the southeast, and then northeast there is an even smaller one. It's also littered with a couple islands. Most of my creatures that I've made are in the central country, which is taking up most of the middle of the main continent. Its name is Atha, and that is where the creatures in question are from. The specific creature that this comment was asking about is these guys. They don't have a permanent name. I've been toying with the idea of naming them dogs, pronounced dough as in like cookie dough with a K at the end, dog. They are loosely based on cows, bison, they have some zebra influences, as well as rabbit ears. Baby ducks have floppy ears, whereas the older ones have straight ears most of the time. When they become more domesticated with whatever humanoid I'm putting in there at some point, it's to be determined. Anyway, when they become domesticated, their ears tend to flop a bit more. I'm gonna toy with that a little bit later. So that is the duck. They are still on version 1, so a lot is still gonna be shifted about them as I continue fleshing them out. Arguably, Draconavia's most iconic creature is the Zukara. The Zukara is a mix of a hippo, rhinoceros, and a large cat. They are green and kind of have tiger stripes, and they always have purple or dark blue eyes. They are also from Atha and hunt ducks and sikas and veloras, which we will all get to in a moment. They have very large horns on the top of their head, curved upright for protection. They also have a nose spike that is about 3 inches long or so, and 2 spikes on either side of their cheekbones. They also have really long fangs, which help them to bite their prey. They are ambush-style predators, similar to what you would see lions. Like lions, they typically live in groups. Unlike lions, it's usually about 3 to 5 members and not usually related. Another one of Draconavia's more iconic creatures are the sikas. They kind of look like rabbits mixed with cats and ducks, kind of. They have like mallard duck tails. Sikas are about 13 or so inches tall and live in the grasslands of Atha. Once again, I am fleshing out Atha before I move on to pretty much anything else. Sikas are typically a marbled brown to silver color to help them blend into their environment. They also have purple eyes, but I might change that later. Another creature I've mentioned is the velora, very similar to an antelope. These guys are currently neon teal. That's probably gonna change. I do, however, like their little wavy stripes, so those will probably be staying to help them blend in. These guys also have very large ears, similar to the duck, but they are a lot more movable, unlike the ducks, which are stationary for the most part. Veloras eat mainly grass and other plants, and they also do not have very good eyes. However, their noses are phenomenal. They have a very long tail to help with balance because they are quite fast, similar to a cheetah. The last creature I'm going to be showing you today doesn't have a name and actually isn't from Atha. They are from Oscat, which is the northernmost country in the main continent of Draconavia. These guys are very reminiscent of mountain goats, except they have long tails, very dense, thick, long fur, and they store any extra fat in their chest. I think it's really cool. They also have horns, but unlike Zucaras, they don't curve up, they curve back. These are again mostly for self-defense or for fighting over territory. These guys are also herbivores, and what's notable about them is they don't have pronounced ears, it's hidden under their fur, meaning their hearing is iffy at best. that's about all I have on these guys because I literally just made them, I think 2 days ago. That's pretty much the rundown of all of our creatures of Draconavia. Please let me know if you have any other questions, especially regarding my creatures or my land, because I'm still working on fleshing it out, and I would love to answer any questions. I love talking about my world. So thank you guys for watching. Bye!